Holy shit. I think I'm having a panic attack.
Spooky season greetings and salutations, and welcome to Hacker Slash. If you're joining us again, welcome back. It's our party, and we'll cry if we fucking want to. If this is your first time listening, welcome to the party. We are a horror movie review podcast dedicated to telling you whether a movie is a hack,
A total joke, a waste of time,
or a slash.
Totally killer, pun intended.
We believe horror is for everyone, and as such, we typically rate movies with the perspective we've gained from our varying walks of life and the flavors of fear we fancy most. My name is Chris, I'm your friendly neighborhood slasher enthusiast. This week I'm joined by the Superfly Space Guy Mac.
Hola, muchachos.
The classic horror connoisseur Sean.
Hey.
The paranormal paramour Binks. Hola. And the Scream Queen Paris.
Welcome aboard.
While we usually rate movies, this week we're celebrating our 7th anniversary with another edition of our classic role-playing games. And this one's going to be 100% wetter than anyone we've done before.
Ooh.
7 years. What a milestone. Look at us go.
That's right.
And look how many generations of hosts we have here.
It's great.
We do have like a mashup here. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a long lineage.
A long story dynasty, some might say. Well, our adventure tonight is of our own making. It's a Hacker Slash exclusive, Tides of Terror. Now, we've created a survival horror game set on a luxury yacht where something has gone horribly wrong. Our objective is to work together to uncover the mystery, survive the threats aboard the ship, and ultimately, hopefully, escape. We'll face a terrifying enemy, we'll face environmental hazards, and the psychological toll of being trapped in a high-stakes survival situation. And with that, I turn it over to Mac, our lovely DM.
Hello, hello, hello. I hope you are all ready.
Well, let's hope.
So I want you to clear your minds, put yourself into another world. You find yourself enjoying a bright, peaceful day on a yacht. The sun shines on the polished deck, and the sea stretches endlessly around you. The air is filled with the light sounds of waves and a distant breeze. The crew moves about, preparing the ship for its voyage, and the passengers are gathering, soaking in the luxury of the experience. Captain Elias Markham steps forward, his white uniform pristine, and he flashes a warm, welcoming smile. Ah, welcome aboard, folks. I'm Captain Elias Markham, and I'll be your guide on this little slice of paradise for the next few days. We're thrilled to have you with us and hope you're ready for a truly unforgettable trip. He gestures towards the horizon as the yacht sways gently beneath your feet. The seas are calm, the weather's perfect, and we've just got the right mix of luxury and leisure planned. There's nothing quite like a few days out here with no worries except what you're gonna drink next. He pauses, glancing towards the crew, who continue with their duties efficiently. Now, I do have to apologize up front. We're running a little on a reduced staff, you might say. A few of our deckhands and stewards had to stay behind due to an unfortunate bit of illness. Nothing serious, but we're a little short-handed. He chuckles lightly, waving a hand in reassurance. Don't worry, though. The crew we've got, they're top-notch, and we'll make sure you hardly notice. Just sit back, relax, and let us take care of everything. We'll get those anchors dropped soon, and then your vacation really begins. With that, the captain nods to the guests, his demeanor confident and calm as he steps away to return to his duties. A young steward steps forward. His white button-down is crisp, white, neatly steamed. His hair is blonde, slightly messy but somehow put together. Hey, welcome to the ship. Who are all of you? And how do you know each other?
Oh, well, darling, I'm Benjamin Bentley. And these are my esteemed guests. Introduce yourselves, please.
My name's Cairo. I haven't been on a boat in like 5 years. I don't even know why I'm here, honestly.
Darling, you think you'd be a little more grateful? Ugh.
Be grateful I'm here.
Hey, man, I'm just having like a really great time, man. This fucking boat is cool as hell. I can tell you, man, I was up here like a couple hours ago smoking a fat doobie, and what a view you got on this deck, man. Far out, dude.
You see, Caro, you should be more like Ash. Ash knows how to have a good time.
Oh, yeah, that's right. My name's Ash. Ash Dankman.
Well, that's, you guys you're an interesting group. I hope the three of you have a lot of fun. This is actually our chief stew right over here. This is Victoria.
Hi there, Mr. Bentley, was it? I have been assigned as your personal VIP concierge for your time here on the cruise, and it is my pleasure to make sure that you and all of your guests have an incredible experience here today and for the rest of our voyage.
Oh, excellent. Can we have a round of champagne?
Yes, right away.
Hey, you got any snacks?
Absolutely.
I'm sure we can go find something. We can probably go rummage over in the lounge.
Rummaging won't be necessary, Mr. Bentley. I will have the needs of the team met immediately.
It's been like 2 minutes, Ash, honestly.
But I'm hungry. I got the munchies.
Now suddenly 2 stewardesses arrive, one with snacks for Ash and one with a lovely little mojito for everyone else, as well as champagne for those interested.
How nice. Options.
Well, I just want to thank you both for joining me out here. It's been hell since the incident, and I'm so glad we can really come together this way.
Our characters stand on the front of the boat, staring off into the distance, enjoying the sun deck before the sun sets. But as the sun dips below the horizon, the sky shifts to hues of fiery orange and red. The calm seas reflect the fading light as the yacht remains anchored, gently swaying in the still waters. The gentle lapping of waves against the hull and the soft melodic music playing over the yacht speakers create a peaceful, almost dreamlike atmosphere.
I think we should go move into the dining room. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, man, I'm sure there's food in there.
Where's that stewardess?
I'm right here, Mr. Benjamin. I've been here the entire time, and my job is to be discreet. To the dining room we go.
And our guests make their way to the dining room along with the chief stewardess.
Welcome to the dining hall. Everyone have a seat right here at this table, and we'll have the waitress over immediately.
It's a little quaint, don't you think? I thought it was going to be a more grander. I'm so sorry, my friends.
And you were trying to tell me about being grateful.
Listen, darling, this is better than your studio apartment.
Well, the tranquility of that moment is abruptly shattered by a piercing, blood-curdling scream. The sound rips through the serene night, high-pitched and filled with raw terror, coming from the bridge. It's quickly followed by a series of thuds and crashes, violent, chaotic noises, as if a struggle is taking place. Everybody on the deck freezes. Some exchange worried glances, others begin to rise cautiously, looking towards the source of the scream. The crew, who only moments ago appeared calm and composed, now look as confused and alarmed as the passengers. Suddenly, another scream fills the air, more frantic and desperate than the first. The panicked shouting cuts off as abruptly as it began, leaving behind an eerie, suffocating silence. The music from the speakers still plays, its peaceful tones now unsettling against the tension that fills the deck. The only other sound is the ominous, rhythmic lapping of the waves against the hull. The peaceful evening is gone, replaced by a suffocating tension. The horizon, once promising luxury and escape, now feels distant and unreachable. All eyes turn towards the bridge, the source of the commotion, where only moments ago was calm. So what do you do?
That did not sound good.
I think Victoria is going to be one of the first people to stand up in this situation. And she's going to say something along the lines of, Mr. Benjamin, I am so sorry. This never happens on our cruise line. I assure you we will do everything in our power to get that matter sorted. Don't you worry about it. Can I get you more champagne?
Oh, yes, darling, please. But what's going on over here? You're all having too much fun. What are these people into?
I don't know, man. This just did not sound cool, man. I don't know what it is, but I'm not getting a good feeling about it.
Cairo is looking around very stoically and silently, and I'm gonna actually roll for insight.
Ooh,
First roll, of course, going to Binks.
be gentle.
It looks like you rolled a 7 to me.
Unfortunately, I rolled a 7, yes, but let me just take a second gander here, because I'm pretty sure... No, never mind.
What are you trying to see with your inside check?
Just trying to look at that passive effect if I get like an advantage on my advantage, but that's fine. That's fine. I'll take what I can get.
Well, all we know so far is that the scream came from the bridge, and then there was some sort of commotion.
I'm going to wave my hand in front of Cairo's face and say, darling, just be present in the moment. I'm sure the stewardess will, Victoria was your name. I'm sure she'll handle the situation.
With champagne?
It's none of our business, darling. We're here as esteemed paying guests.
Fine.
I'm just saying, man, like, we just, like, barely got on this boat, and some crazy shit's going down out there.
So I have some news. It seems like there has been some commotion on the bridge. I've got my team working on it, and if we'd like to go to the other side of the boat now, we can make our exit quickly.
We haven't even eaten dinner, darling.
Oh, man, yeah, where's my snacks?
Yep, those snacks are definitely going to be delivered to us on the opposite side of the boat from the commotion. We are going to actually exit this room. This room is now off limits. I'm actually so sorry. It just came in through the walkie. And we should go. We're going to go. Everybody, let's go. And then she hurries everybody and kind of brushes them towards the exit, away from the sound.
Okay, I'm gonna as I'm being hurried, I'm gonna like extend my arm back to the table to grab a fresh glass of champagne.
Are there any snacks on this table yet?
There's bread.
There's just bread. It's baked bread.
Is there butter?
You can't be so demanding.
I'm putting all of that into my backpack.
It's like a dinner roll.
I'm putting all of the table bread into my backpack.
Okay, you have a basket full of table rolls.
Sick.
So, the crew members aboard the yacht, not only Victoria, seem on edge. Whispers ripple among the passengers and staff as they scurry about while you grab your champagne. One of the crew approaches Victoria with urgency in their eyes. Victoria, there's something wrong. The captain is gone, and one of the crew members is missing too. We found a blood stain on the bridge. You need to come see this. The crew member seems rattled, their eyes darting nervously as they urge the chief stewardess to report to the bridge. Around you, other crew members exchange worried glances, their unease growing.
I heard blood.
At this point, have I exited stage left to the bridge, or am I still here?
You're at the door with champagne in their hands.
Can I be talking to this person who just delivered this message?
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to say, missing? What do you mean the captain is missing? And who else is missing with him? Have you checked the bathroom? Do you remember what we had back in Bora Bora? Have we checked all of the bathrooms? We know how the captain gets after a few martinis. And the blood stain on the bridge. What do we, how big is the blood? Are we talking somebody scraped a knee? Or are we thinking this is something more severe?
Well, we checked all the bathrooms and we could not find him. And he's not answering his walkie either. And it's a good bit of blood. There's like an actual footprint in the blood.
Okay. Thank you so much for letting me know.
Wait, so we are only hearing about this, or we're seeing this also?
Currently, you're only hearing about it.
And to my understanding, it's more like it's like a hushed conversation between the staff members, or can we overhear it as the guests?
This is something you can overhear because we're all standing within just a few feet away from each other.
Okay, I would like to roll for perception to try to overhear some critical information.
Ooh, 19.
Fire.
God damn!
All right.
That motherfucker sees everything.
That butter and bread's doing its job.
Sometimes all you need is fuel, you know?
Carbs.
You overhear two deckhands talking to each other. The captain, where's the chef? He's supposed to be getting dinner ready, but the galley's empty. Not a single meal's even been started. We got guests expecting dinner and he's nowhere to be found. Their annoyance is pretty evident. Beneath that is a hint of worry, though. The chef's absence, coupled with the captain's disappearance, raises more questions than answers.
Oh man, guys, I literally just heard this crazy conversation where this chef guy is totally missing. He's totally missing and people are freaking out about it. I wonder if this chef has anything to do with what's going on here.
Oh, probably. I've never met a good chef.
Did you eat him?
I'm sorry, Mr. Dankman, was it? Where did you hear this from? The chef is now missing as well? How have I not heard about this?
Listen, I don't know, man. I'm not trying to get involved in any kind of politics that you got going on this boat here, but I can tell you what I do know, and that's what I heard, okay?
Thank you so much, Mr. Dankman.
As you stand around waiting to determine where you're going to go next, you overhear a couple other deckhands speaking as well. First the captain, now the chef's missing too. I mean, just like an hour or two ago, the engineer was bitching about equipment problems. Something is not right. The words linger in the air, casting doubt and suspicion. Is the chef merely neglecting his duties? Or could there be something darker going on? And what about that engineer? The unease continues to grow.
Look, all I'm saying is I don't really want to be standing around on foot if we're not going to be served. So, friends, Chop Chop, why don't we go back to my room? It's large enough for all of us. We can have a nice martini, some more champagne, and maybe we can just, catch up on the years that we've missed together.
I mean, it doesn't sound like a bad idea. You're going to make some martinis. You got, like, the little olives that you put in there, too?
Yes, I know just how you like them, like the olives you could find in those Scooby-Doo sandwiches.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Yes, I know you will. Come now. Victoria, take us to our rooms, please.
Right this way, Mr. Benjamin. And then Victoria ushers everyone to the deluxe VIP Diamond Lounge, where Mr. Benjamin is residing.
You gather your nerves, you make your way towards the lower decks. The farther you descend, the more luxurious the ambiance of the ship falls away, replaced by the stark functional design of its hidden layers. The dim lighting casts long shadows, and the hum of the ship's engine rumbles beneath your feet, masking any sounds that may be lurking in the dark. The corridor feels unnaturally quiet, each step you take echoing off the metal walls. As you approach a narrow passage, the flickering lights make it hard to tell whether the shadows ahead are moving or if it's just your mind playing tricks. As you reach the bottom of the stairwell, you come upon a door marked the primary luxury cabin. This is the door to Benjamin's room.
Primary luxury cabin, man. This looks like Freddy Krueger's fucking boiler room down here.
No, darling. I assure you, it's much more spacious inside. We have nice leather sofas. It's very top shelf.
All right.
I would like to interject, Mr. Benjamin. It is technically not top shelf. There is one suite above this one, the Deluxe Ultimate Double Diamond Lounge. But yours is absolutely, I rest assured, our second best aboard this ship.
Victoria, when I booked this voyage for my closest friends and I demanded
Yes.
the best possible suite. Who has it?
I'm actually not at liberty to disclose that information, Mr. Benjamin. Our clientele's privacy is of our utmost importance and respect. More champagne?
I begrudgingly push my glass forward.
As the champagne gets topped off, the silence is suddenly broken as you open the door to the primary luxury cabin. Suddenly, without warning, something bursts from the shadows ahead. Quick, savage, and unnatural. It rushes at you with terrifying speed, too fast to react. It's the captain.
Oh, look, there he is.
His face twisted in a grotesque snarl, lunging at Benjamin, attacking without hesitation. This creature is no longer human. It's something far more dangerous. The attack comes swift and brutal, and in seconds, Benjamin is dragged to the ground, torn apart in a frenzy of violence. Blood pools beneath all of you, the reality of the situation crashing down as the rest of you are frozen in shock. This inhuman, undead creature grabs Benjamin's lifeless body and drags it 10 feet away further into the room, leaving a gruesome trail of blood in its wake. You stumble backward in shock, your heart's racing. The sudden shift from mystery to madness, sending you into a tailspin. The once quiet corridor now feels like a death trap, the flickering lights casting monstrous shadows over the bloodied scene. The creature, still crouched over Benjamin's body, growls low and hungry. And then, as if triggered by the smell of fresh blood, it begins to rise again, its dead, soulless eyes now fixed on you.
Holy shit, guys. Holy shit. I think I'm having a panic attack.
I've seen a lot of things in a funeral home, but this was not what I expected at all.
At this point, Victoria is flustered, to say the least. She attempts to shield the other two guests that are still alive and under her care.
Well, while you're doing that, you're all going to roll a fear check.
All right.
Okay. What number is pretty scared? 5.
I got a 15.
That's pretty good. Or bad.
All right, I got a 10.
It was 20, so you all failed.
Oh!
What?
What the fuck?
Great. We're scared.
You are scared, and you now have a disadvantage on perception checks.
Fuck.
Oh, shit.
So under general...
So,
Am I adding one fear? Am I checking the first fear box?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, I'm 1 feared. I'm scared. I'm a little scared.
My entire personality disadvantaged.
Is Benjamin dead now?
I'm fucking dead.
Benjamin was literally torn limb from limb, blood squirting out everywhere.
I was a little buzzed.
Yeah, your nerves are now starting to affect your ability to focus on your surroundings.
I would say so.
What do you do?
Cairo's gonna run to the nearest room.
Okay. On the port side of the ship, that would be the nearest room. And the port side would be if you're facing the front of the ship, it's what's on the left side. So you're going to run to the nearest room. Chicken.
Chicken or prepared?
Cairo has run to the nearest room.
Yeah, I think I'm going to roll for investigation just to see if there's any, like, weapons or anything that I can use to defend myself in this room. Oh, my lord, have mercy. When it matters,
Yep.
no dice. I got
dice.
a 6.
Well, you're in a hurried frenzy, and so really you look around and you see a double room. It's got 2 beds, but you really can't focus on anything at the moment.
For fuck's sake.
Can I usher Ash in the same direction to that room?
If Ash wants to be ushered.
Mr. Dankman, I think it's best that we follow Miss Thompson into the adjacent corridor.
Anywhere but here, man. Anywhere but here.
Okay, so you're now all in the double cabin, and the door to Benjamin's room has slammed shut.
Okay. Great. Now we can just wait here.
Are we just going to wait here forever? What the fuck was that?
I don't know what that was, but it didn't look safe. We gotta find a way to figure out how to get out of here.
It's not going to be with your bread and butter, I'll tell you that much.
The horror of Benjamin's death is still hanging heavily in the air. Blood is seeping through the door. If you were to open yours, you'd be able to see that. The flickering lights continue to cast ominous shadows down the corridor. The silence that followed the attack is suddenly shattered by a new, unmistakable sound, a low, guttural groan, accompanied by the shuffling of feet. Before you can really process what's going on, the unsettling groans echo again, louder this time, coming from further down the dimly lit hallway. Shadows shift, and then you can feel footsteps and hear more figures.
All right, guys, this is kind of. I'm kind of getting the feeling that we might be hitting some zombie action or something.
Well, I'm not necessarily afraid of zombies. I've seen enough dead people to last me a lifetime, obviously, but I usually don't have them chasing me in the funeral home.
As delightful as these zombie notions may be, I would like to use my walkie-talkie to check in with the staff and see what's going on out there and call for help, more importantly. I'm going to roll a d4. Was that a 1?
That was a 1.
Oh, God. Jesus.
You're all doing really, really well tonight. I should say that.
No, a 1 is good in this case. That means in one turn I will hear back from the walkie.
So, you use your walkie, and you hear it squeak and squawk, and all you hear is the word, "Help," being announced over the walkie.
Amazing.
The shuffling continues past your door, and it seems to move away.
I'm just going to give this one more go. I'm going to give it one more go. I need to find a weapon, and I need to find it right now. I'm going to roll for investigation. One more time. Please, God. Oh, thank you.
Nice.
Thank you. 21.
That's gorgeous.
Your modifier. Good job there. Okay, so you investigate what you find in this room. On the nightstand, you see a silver necklace. When you open up the nightstand, you find a silver decorative dagger.
This is pretty.
Are you going to hold on to your items?
Yes, I am.
All right, your decorative dagger is 1d4, piercing ornate. And your silver necklace is worth 25 gold.
Think of it like dollars.
Exactly, doll hairs.
Any attack bonuses? Just out of curiosity. If I'm feeling crazy. Asking too much? Okay, that's fair.
We're just starting out here. We got things to do and things to see and whatnot. And
What is this decorative dagger made out of?
silver.
Silver? Okay.
Interesting. And the necklace is also silver?
Yes.
So I found this dagger that I hope can help us in some capacity with what we believe to be zombies on the other side of this door, that's for sure.
Well, man, I mean, that thing could be cursed. You never know.
This whole boat is cursed, Ash. Obviously.
So there's only one door out of this room?
Yes. So you are in simply a double suite right now. You left the biggest suite possible, and you went into a double suite. The three of you are packed in. You've only found 2 things that, aren't the beds.
Okay, so in response to these sounds clearing up and sounding like they are more distant from our only exit from this room, Victoria would like to stand up from the bed and make an announcement. I think it's time we move on from this lovely tour of our double deluxe suite. And I think it's important that we make our way to the captain's stern. The crow's nest, where the captain...
You meant the bridge?
The bridge. Yep. The bridge is where we're going to go. Let's go.
Suddenly, the question of how Victoria came to be the chief steward is raised in everyone's mind.
Yeah, Cairo's definitely looking at Victoria like, how did you get this job again? So you want us to leave this room towards where a lot of the blood may be?
I don't know, Miss Thompson. It sounds like it's getting a little bit quieter out there, and now might be our only chance.
That is true. But should we at least check on our friend? I mean, although he's definitely dead. I could try to piece him together. I've seen and done some remarkable work. Have you never heard of Thompson and Sons? It's odd. It's a weird thing. I'm an only child, and I'm definitely not a son. But, you know, I respect it. It's a long story.
It certainly seems so, Miss Thompson. Now, if you are to stitch Mr. Benjamin Bentley back together, it would require that we leave this room. So I would say let's make haste and do that now. Mr. Dankman, if you would like to lead the way.
Well, you want me to go first?
That would be lovely.
Man. Oh, man. Do I have any weed, or do I have to find some weed? Because I feel like this is going to calm my nerves.
Are you asking for weed? Because I can get you weed.
What? Oh, my God. That would be like... you'd be like a total lifesaver.
The weed is going to save your life?
I mean, I feel like weed's been saving my life my whole life, you know?
That's fair. Let's go.
Amazing.
For her to get the weed, you will need to make your way towards the crew quarters.
Oh, we're going.
So you step into the hallway. More groaning fills the air. From around the corner, from in the shadows, they come. Zombies. Their bodies twisted, their hands outstretched towards you. There's no time to think, only time to act. The undead creatures are advancing, their pace slow but relentless. You can hear the soft dragging of feet, the wet sound of blood dripping from their wounds, and the low, inhuman growls getting louder with each step. You have seconds to make a decision. The zombies are closing in. You stand your ground and fight, or do you run for your lives, hoping to find safety?
Okay, are they coming from one direction?
You're not sure which direction they're coming from. You can just hear them down the hallway.
Okay.
Hear me out. I believe I'm the only one with a weapon. I feel like, that being said, going back into Benjamin's room and at least fighting off the captain is maybe like higher likelihood of survival versus a horde of whatever's coming.
So in that room, there's the captain and the other zombies, so we'd have to take two things down potentially.
Well, I guess that's true, assuming that Benjamin has become a zombie and whatever he would look like, considering he's just body parts.
Or we can go back into the other room and try to let zombies in one by one and take them out with your dagger.
Yeah, but okay, that's also true.
These plans sound crazy.
They sound nuts. We can run for safety just in general. Where would that lead us? I don't know. I guess we could do that.
Are we digging in Benjamin's butt?
No, we could just investigate that room for more weapons.
Maybe we can Walking Dead that shit and cover ourselves in zombie guts.
Ooh.
I can also, which I don't know if this is actually allowed, but technically I can speak with the dead because I work at a funeral home. That's one of my strengths.
Maybe you should on Benjamin, and we can find out
That's-
why the main person here suddenly died at the beginning. Let's ask those questions.
Yeah, he definitely mentioned something about an incident that happened not long ago.
I think that's worth investigating.
All right.
All right, we're moving into Benjamin's room.
Yep.
This time Victoria goes first. You're now in the room. You were in the double suite, but now you're in the primary.
Is there a map?
Oh,
Yes. Do you not see the map?
Where's the map?
Hit join session.
Go to... Oh my God, look at this big ship. Oh, this changes everything. And everyone could have seen this the whole time. It was
Yes.
me, the only one that didn't have this open. Got it.
incredible work that you've been naming all these.
You were doing great. I had no idea you couldn't see the map.
You said dining. You said all of these things so well.
Right?
I'm just remembering what was said.
This is perfect.
Okay, cute. It's a bit
Incredible.
smaller than I thought I would work on, but sure.
All right, so you are now in Benjamin's room.
All right.
The room itself is nice. As mentioned, it's maybe not the highest end, but it is very nice. And the body is gone. There's only some blood, but there's no sign of the zombified captain, and there's no sign of Benjamin's body parts.
Bullshit, man. Where the fuck would these things go? Bullshit. All right, do I have my weed? I'm smoking this thing right now.
No.
You have one joint.
All right, I lit up the joint.
I'm just a rolling girl, if you can't tell with the kind of player that I am. I'm going to roll for perception. Even though I know we're at disadvantage, I'm going to say fuck it because I have an advantage on it, and maybe that will cancel that bullshit out.
Also, Sean, if you're trying to recover from fear with your weed, being that you're a stoner, I think you can roll a d20 with advantage to recover.
Fair enough.
And then, Binks, is Ms. Thompson going to be trying to speak with the dead? Oh, wait, no, the body's gone.
The
So
body's
we can't.
gone. Yep, fucked.
Stupid. Okay. Victoria will, let's go ahead and rummage through Mr. Benjamin's belongings, looking for something of value or use in this situation.
You look around, but you're still caught in the haze, and you can't really focus on anything except for the pool of blood.
What I should have done is done my wisdom check to get rid of this goddamn...
I will roll, I guess, for advantage.
Ash also looks around. In a semi-intoxicated state, is unable to perceive much.
Looks like that weed just ain't the premium stuff, my friend.
Oh, man, I just gotta smoke twice as much.
Is there, like, a drawer or something that I can move in front of the door, like to block it off?
As you make your way to the door, you check the handle. The latch securely locks, and there's one of those extra hotel locks that gives you that extra sense of security.
Go ahead and put that on.
Now you have safely locked yourselves in Benjamin's room.
I would like to go out and do a little bit of scouting while the two remaining guests under my watch stay here in the locked, almost deluxe suite.
You're a brave bitch.
I'm a woman of integrity, and I am very good at my job. So I would like to go back up the stairs and lock the door behind me.
You leave the room. The others lock the door as you leave. You can hear the two latches click into place as you are now in the hallway. From down the hall, shuffling footsteps seem to be moving faster than the other ones. The groan is louder, scraping along the walls of the hall, heading straight towards you.
Can I go up these stairs that are right next to me?
You look up the stairs. More sounds, stumbling down, scraping down the banister. A loud groan emits.
I'm going to go up the stairs.
Oh, Jesus.
You walk up the stairway. As you go up the stairs, you feel a sense of vertigo as your heart beats faster and faster. As you're trying to make your way up, step by step, you stumble and you trip backwards all the way down the stairs into the hallway. You take no damage.
I just feel stupid.
Max said, you're not going up there.
Okay.
Fair enough.
At this point, the sounds from the hall are pounding.
Cairo thinks that she hears a loud noise, like, happen right by the door. Is gonna, like, whisper to the door, Victoria?
I'm fine, she shouts from the other side of the door, trying to maintain composure, but very dizzy and a little scared.
I think we should get her back in here, man. It doesn't sound good out there.
She sounds like she took some of your weed.
Sounds like she needs some of this weed right now.
Victoria, do you want us to open the door and let you back in, or...
Victoria shouts from the other side of the door, No, please stay safe. Safety first. Guest experience above all else. I'm just getting a lay of the land out here, and I will let you know exactly what we're dealing with.
As you bravely try to face whatever heads your way, the walkies squawk once again.
Oh dear God! Wherever you are, find cover! They're coming!
I'm assuming that Ash and I heard that?
Yes, it was loud, it squawked.
Victoria, for fuck's sake. You don't get paid enough, I'm sure.
I don't know. With all due respect, Ms. Thompson, I don't want to just wait in this almost deluxe suite and die.
That's fair. We need to pass these perception checks.
I know. I need to find we need to find more weapons, I think. So
Okay.
Desperately.
a roll for investigate.
Go for it.
Christ have mercy. What is happening?
You look around. You don't see much. It's a pretty standard room, aside from the fact that it's larger than the other ones. There's a couple trinkets here or there, but nothing really worth much. So at this point, you're now really worried about Victoria. But it seems like she's bravely chosen to stand alone in the hallway unless she can be coaxed into rejoining you.
I'm going to move a little bit closer to the end of the room. So there's it seems to be like there's a TV and some chairs towards the end of that room over there.
Okay? You move into the other.
Can I see anything else?
There is a very comfortable looking sitting situation. Lots of cushions, lots of pillows. There's perhaps a game of backgammon on the little coffee table. That's about it.
I'd like to go check the bathroom out.
Okay. Ash heads towards the bathroom, as only he would.
What does that mean?
Slowly but securely,
He eats a lot.
you enter the bathroom. It's a bathroom. There's not much going on. They cleaned it out pretty well. This crew is actually good at a couple things.
Oh, but there's this closet over here. Is there also a plunger here?
Oh my god.
There is a plunger receptacle, the thing that you could stick it onto, but the plunger's missing.
I'm moving into the closet.
I'm going to move. If it's okay, I'm going to move myself a little bit closer to the
Yes,
closet.
you can move
also.
yourselves, by the way.
Okay, perfect.
Oh, cool.
I'm going to move myself to the closet.
Okay, I'm moving down the hall
Oh my god.
and I'm going to explore the room that is south.
Okay, so you head towards the starboard side of the ship.
Starboard, of
In this
course.
case. You
Of course.
What the fuck, Victoria?
bow, stern, port, starboard, cardinal directions or whatever. So across from the double room, there is another luxury cabin. This one's, it's not as big as the one you were just in because it's not the primary, but it's another luxury cabin. So you move into the room, the lights are off, you flick around for the switches, but you just can't seem to find it.
No lights.
Okay.
Whoa.
I would like to remove from my blazer a small pen light and click it on.
You successfully remove your pen light, flick it on, and start looking around the room. Suddenly, a thump to the back of your head. And everything is black. You're unconscious.
Oops!
Well,
So at this point in the game, we're going to turn things on their head. You have an experienced game master here. And at this point, they're going to jump in.
Oh no, I've put myself in quite the pickle.
You sure have. Over in Benjamin's room, the room falls silent except for your labored breathing. The pounding on the door continues, but the barricade holds. You hear the oncoming footsteps of zombies, but you manage to have bought yourself some time. As you hear those sounds, the realization sets in. The ship isn't safe. It's infested with the undead, and you're trapped here with them. There are no easy answers, but one thing is clear. This is no longer just about missing crew members or mysterious sounds. It's about survival. As you gather yourselves in the small, secure room, you take a moment to regroup. You'll need to figure out your next move quickly. The ship may be full of dangers, but it's also the only thing standing between you and the ocean. Whatever's happening here, you'll have to face it head on, or die trying. And with that, we're going to transition to the actual film here, Act 1.
This was all prequel?
This is just the pre-credit. This is the pre.
That was all prologue. That was the cold open.
Oh my god.
and Victoria's out here just
prologue.
rummaging about.
I get knocked out in the prologue. Well, this will be a fun place to start. Can only go up from here, right?
Thanks for tuning in to part 1 of our 7th anniversary special. Will our heroes make it off the yacht alive? Or will they be doomed to feed the insatiable hunger of the undead? What was that mysterious incident Benjamin alluded to? Will Cairo's enhanced perception finally prove useful? Will Victoria find help at the other end of her walkie-talkie? And exactly how many dinner rolls can Ash eat before he gets a stomachache? Find out next time on Tides of Terror.